Okay, so, wow, hey, this is my first YouTube video ever, and I'm hastily recording this during my lunch. This book is my original publication on Wattpad. The links and the details will be in the description, along with my other social media platforms. But without further ado, all that being said, let's get into Ballet Blood by me, Zanji.
Ballet Chapter 1. The beginning of the end.
American people, people of our nation, the holy and united, I present to you the two boys that have started at rock bottom, yet made their way to the top. The two that have fought the ugly and evil to get where they are today. Without further ado, I present to you all the AM Boys.
The lights were cued, echoing throughout the entire hall of vast emptiness, polluted by disembodied cheers of people we'll never see. I lifted my head up to look at him. He stood in the far area of the right wing. Maybe he was nervous, but he didn't show it. I admired him for that. He looked so perfect right now, neatly kept and outfit stylized, clean of any dirt or folds. Marcus was amazing in this way. God, how I wished we could always stay like this, so calm, yet excited for the next step ahead of us, keeping a good look and stern face when it meant facing crowds, people, or anyone he was estranged to. A moment later, when the crowd began to die down, both of us locked eyes. With the cue of a soft nod, both of us walked out onto the stage wearing the $1 million smile. But behind those eyes, we both knew a different story. In the remnants of the pupil behind the black void was a pale, aching face, a face that held nothing but pain and torture, eyes that screamed for someone to get us off the stage, to be put in an everlasting sleep, to drift away somewhere far away from here. A place where both of us could just be ourselves without the public eye. What are we? I briefly questioned myself silently. Why have we been made into porcelain dolls, holding onto nothing but thin, dwindling threads? That's when I felt my face muscles fall into a blank stare. The crowd echoed my reaction with concerns and murmurs. I quickly straightened myself, resurfacing the smile I held on my face. However, I was already too late. I could already picture the social media posts people would make about me breaking character on stage, and that we should protect our idols and make sure they are okay. I couldn't bear the thought of seeing those regurgitated, empty phrases anymore. If they really wanted to help, they would have 5 years ago. Now all I crave is death. A slumber where everything becomes nothing, and I'd have nothing to worry about. This is our job. We go on stage, give life to yet another flawless performance, then crumble to the ground when the lights go off, being dragged into the dressing room. They tell us hollow empathy words to make us feel better. I'm so sick of it. The next light cue went off, and we stood like statues, adjusting to our beginning position. We have done this dance many times now. It was the dance that expressed young love, how an individual can magnetize their heart to yours, to all of it eventually drifting apart as the lovers grow up and realize they've only lived a teenage fantasy. The dance ends with them meeting once again, years later, and sharing a kiss they've craved from each other for over 10 years. We both found it funny the first time we learned the dance. It talked a lot about us, Finally, the music cued, and the story had begun, yet again. People all over the world were rushing into the worldwide tours just to see the two of us perform this 40-minute silent dance of misfortune. There came a moment when a small intermission had started to play, causing Marcus to sit on the bench on the stage, going to more of the acting part of this dance. During my moment, I sat down next to him, playing the part of the soft boy just trying to make his partner look at him again. Marcus's character was playing the role of the slowly drifting away lover, more focused on his study notebook and group chatting with schoolmates on assignments. There was a certain moment where I had to lay my head on his shoulder, my character in complete disarray with how he was being treated by his boyfriend. That's when I heard Marcus whisper into my ear, "Alan." I could hear his voice cracking and barely holding together. "Alan, this is the last time. The last time. So make it count." "What do you mean?" I replied back in an even softer whisper. "I'm cracking. Quite literally. One of the bruises on my back. I think a blood vessel popped, or..." His voice drifted away. Pretending it was part of the role, I reached my hand behind his back. As though grabbing him by the waist, my fingertips were met with a wet stain on his shirt. I pulled my hand back, improvising a move. In the light, for a split second, I saw red glisten on my palm. He wasn't lying. He was genuinely cracking. I hated that he wasn't lying. I hated why this was happening. I hated what they had done to us. I showed no expression of disappointment this time. The next move required me to stand up. I slightly paused. I was cracking too. It spread over my chest like a thunderbolt, hot and painful. The blood threatened to spill, being held together only by weak pieces of my skin. I slowly turned around to look at Marcus. He didn't look up. I sat back down next to him. I know. I heard it crack. What now? Marcus? Don't panic, baby. It'll be okay. This is just the beginning of the end. We still need to get through Act 3. But why? Life is cruel, darling, but it's nice to us now. Our times have come to an end. It's time to show them a real tragedy. I know Marcus. He said those words holding back his tears. I know he wanted to be cradled in my arms, resting on my knees, while he wept into my shirt. He couldn't, and he'll never get the chance to do it again. Let's do this one more time, love. With my harsh words, the lights dimmed, and Act 3 began.